One choice can change the trajectory of your life forever. That's why the Choices Pregnancy Center exists, to aid and support women who are pregnant and struggling.
I am a nuclear medicine tech, work at a cardiac clinic, and I have two beautiful children. My daughter Amelia, she's 8, and I have a 5-month-old, Miss Charlotte. They're my life, and they're my reason to be. I was, to be honest, partying a lot, being reckless with a lot of my behaviors, and I fell pregnant. I had no idea what I was going to do. I was very, very scared. I was very afraid to tell my parents. So I scheduled an appointment at Planned Parenthood just for a consultation. And then I decided to maybe look at like a crisis pregnancy center, and I found Choices online. And actually had both appointments scheduled the same day, so I decided to try Choices first. And I met with a wonderful counselor who just gave me hope and gave me the confidence and the courage to confront my family about it and to go forward with it. And I canceled my Planned Parenthood's appointment that day too. Somehow I, made some wrong choices in my personal opinion, and became pregnant again with Charlotte. And again, I was stuck between a rock and a hard place, figuring out what I needed to do for my life. And I, again, just very scared, worried to tell my family. And sure enough, I just thought of Choices again, and I contacted, and Miss Jennifer, I couldn't believe it when we walked in, there she was. And I was like, 8 years later, So, I'm so grateful to Choices for being there for me, so yeah. I walked in with, super fast beating heart, nerves, very scared, very intimidated of this whole process. And I remember the person that brought me back, she was very calm, peaceful, had just this wonderful, warm demeanor that really kind of put me at peace. And then the counselor I talked to in the room, she gave me tissue, she gave me water, she told me she's not here to judge me, she just wants to hear my story. And she really offered that sense of hope. I was very lost. I had no idea what to expect, what to do, what decision to make. And she just explained that, I have my choice, but, if I decide to have this baby, that they're going to help me in any way I can, financially or with things that I'm going to need, and that I have a very strong support system in Choices. So I was, immediately put at ease throughout the entire process. And I think that's what really actually was the deciding factor of me choosing to have the baby versus going to that Planned Parenthood appointment, was the fact that I felt love, I felt respected, I felt comforted, I felt everything that you should feel when you find out you're pregnant. And I did with a stranger, a complete stranger, but she was like a mom to me, so I makes me emotional 8 years later that she was there for me, so.
Well, today I have the incredible honor of interviewing Josh Chumley, the Chief Advancement Officer of Choices Pregnancy Center. Thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And not only are you the Chief Advancement Officer of Choices Pregnancy Center, you're also a Dream City Church member.
That's right.
I just love hearing what all the people in our church spend their life doing, ministry outside of the church. It doesn't have to just be a pastor on staff. You're doing ministry every day at Choices.
Yeah, that's right.
And so what is Choices Pregnancy Center?
So Choices Pregnancy Center is a medical clinic for women that are looking at their options when they become pregnant.
Wow. Well, that's a big topic right now. What are the different services you offer? So
we actually offer free pregnancy tests,
wow,
free ultrasounds, and then we really provide education. Let's say that they are pregnant and they decide they want to carry that baby.
Yeah.
We're going to talk to them about how to parent, how to change diapers, how to breastfeed.
Yeah.
We have those types of classes. We even have classes for men to learn how to be fathers.
Yeah.
I think one of the other really unique things that we offer is our Hope and Healing program. Let's say that someone has chosen to have an abortion. Well, we want them to come back in and really get healing that only our Savior can provide. And we want to show greater love to them no matter what the situation is.
Absolutely. So I think this might be an obvious question, but maybe you have some more insight to it. What would be the difference between the way Planned Parenthood supports women versus Choices Pregnancy Center?
Yeah, I would think the first thing is going to be that we're going to care.
Yeah.
from the moment they walk through the door, we get constant feedback from our clients that how we show them love, how we show them care, and we're going to walk them through what their choices are. You know, and one of the most unique things that we do is show them that ultrasound, and that they can see that from very early in, that little baby's hand is waving at them, and that love that they have in that connection point. You know, we believe that Jesus is there to show them this is what love looks like, and show that compassion and care is there from the moment they walk through the door.
Absolutely. So Josh, how did you get involved with the Choices Pregnancy Center?
Well, I've had a real, I guess, passion to see life thrive from an early age. I do have a counseling degree and a background, and I used to work with at-risk youth. And so it just seems like a natural fit that we focus on women's health care, because women deserve better, and we get to see life thrive by focusing on the needs of the woman and access to solid health care.
Absolutely. So, you know, Texas just passed recently the heartbeat bill. I'm sure that was a big win just in general for organizations like Choices Pregnancy Center. What have you guys been doing? Because right now, unfortunately, abortion and women's rights has become a huge topic politically. Have you guys been involved with any of that and giving resources to women to help them better understand life in the womb?
Sure. So we want to, again, show them love and access to health care from the onset. And so we do that with even the type of folks that we have volunteer. We're not here to condemn the girls and women that walk through the door. We want them to see love. In regards to what's happening with, I guess, the pro-life issue at large, we look at it as a way to embrace grace and show the woman from the onset. With Planned Parenthood, we actually filed, along with others, a suit last year that basically said we believe that women should have access to different types of health care in the state of Arizona. And we saw them withdraw that suit last fall when we joined that suit.
Absolutely. So how are these young women given hope at Choices Pregnancy Center? I know you said there's counseling for women who've been through abortions. Tell us about the different ways you guys are giving hope to them.
Yeah, so really we want them to see that even though they may have made some sort of life-altering decision, that there's a way we can walk them through this, and that there is no judgment. We want them to know the realities of what pregnancy looks like and what other community resources are out there that come alongside them. You know, one reason why I'm a part of Dream City Church is that they have access to these types of resources. So we want to work closely at Choices with churches, and Dream City is the perfect partner for Choices, because we need them to get into Christ-centered communities while we give them access to healthcare. So when they hear that type of hope, that there's people to come alongside them, no matter what the case, they're inspired and they say, I think I can do this.
Yeah. Have you ever had women, I'm sure you have, come into Choices Pregnancy Center who were weighing the options of like, do I get an abortion, but I'm going to check it out with you first? Have you guys been able to save little lives because of what you guys are doing?
Absolutely. So we actually have over 300 women that walk through our door every month.
Whoa.
And when they come in, they do get that free pregnancy test. And again, they're there to go, I don't know what I want to do. And once they get that positive pregnancy test, that's when we kick into prayer mode and go, okay, God, your will be done, and we know you want lives saved. And so we just see those moments and opportunities, and then we move on to the ultrasound, and they get to see, again, that child in the womb.
Yeah.
And then we really walk them through what the next steps are. There's something that happens, and we call it the 2-hour miracle, that when a woman spends 2 hours at a Choices Pregnancy Center, their life is changed. And it's really because of Jesus and the love that they see through our team. We've got incredible women that work at Choices that are post-abortive. They've been through this. So they're able to walk a young girl, an older woman, because we have a range that come through the door, and they see there is hope on the other side of this.
Absolutely, and I love that you guys are bringing the biblical mindset into this, because a lot of times these women have been lied to. They aren't told the truth. They aren't told the science that life does begin at conception. So the beautiful thing is that you guys are there to give the alternative side and say, look, there is hope. You can have this child. You can give it a beautiful life, and there are options for things for you to do. So thank you for being here, Josh.
Yes, thank you. And again, you can find us at choicesaz.com, and this is about a greater love for Phoenix.
Absolutely. Well, if you are pregnant, or you know someone who is pregnant, and maybe they're struggling with their next step and what to do, there are people who are here and ready to help you. Go to a Choices Pregnancy Center to find out more about how you can be educated in your next decision.